This is just going to be a part 1 because the more I try to answer this question, the more the topic just grows. Because I don't feel like I can justly answer this without talking about jewelry as a concept first. I took a jewelry making class, and one of our assignments was we had to write an essay about anything related to jewelry. And my main question was, why do we wear it in the first place? I may have not found the right sources, but I could not find anything. The accepted opinion is that jewelry is pretty. Ancient cultures just wanted to beautify themselves, or that jewelry was a form of protection. I saw articles where they were saying that people wore nose rings because it prevented evil spirits from going up your nose. Or there's a lot of documentation on the evil eye and how that supposedly reflects curses back to the person sending them. But I cannot find information on why jewelry as a concept exists. So that gets me thinking back to what we read in the book of Enoch, because it says that the fallen angel Azazel was the one who gave humans the knowledge on how to mine precious metals and turn it into jewelry. At the very least, I think it's safe to assume that jewelry is not a God-given thing. Part 2. So after I did all that research and coming to my own conclusion that jewelry is a pagan thing, I was really bothered. Like, I have no problem giving up earrings, necklaces, anklets, but what I want more than anything is a wedding ring. So to me, I'm like, dang, Jesus, I can't even wear a wedding ring? And I honestly wasn't really sure what to do for a while. But then one day my sister looked at me and she's like, do you feel honestly convicted? Are you just intellectually frazzled? Because I get that way a lot. Or do you feel in your gut that you're honestly convicted? And I was like, well, no, I don't really feel convicted. I just don't know what to do with the information I've been given. So that's kind of where I'm at. I don't feel fully convicted to stop wearing jewelry. I feel convicted to stop wearing symbols. But if God convicts me to stop wearing jewelry entirely, you won't see another piece on me. I can guarantee you that. So what I'm doing now is ensuring that what I introduced into my life now does not cause further harm. I have thrown out plenty of jewelry because it just gives me the creeps. We're going to have a part 3. Part 3. Now it finally brings us to us actually answering this question. If I have any item in my life, jewelry, book, piece of clothing, whatever, and it is making me restless, it is ruining my peace, it is keeping a tie with someone I had in the past alive, I throw it out. I'm so 100% not the person who has a box of memories under their bed. Like, I don't want anything disrupting my peace, so I get rid of it. And I do that with jewelry also. Now, most of the pieces I wear every day have some sort of symbolic meaning to me. Don't get that twisted, though. I am not talking about making your own personal symbol that you're putting intent and manifestation into, and that you're turning it into an idol. We're not trying to create more harm here. But for me, I'm an artist. I write books, I paint, I sculpt, I make jewelry. I do a lot of different things creatively. So I approach jewelry as another kind of creative art form. I overlap layers of meaning into everything that I create. So for the pieces that I wear every day, I do the same thing. To me, they're just visual metaphors. Part 4. Now that I have laid a very thorough foundation, let me actually answer your darn question. So I said most jewelry I wear every day is symbolic to me. These earrings are an exception. They're big, gaudy, loud, obnoxious. That's just kind of my style. These rings, on the other hand, no pun intended, are important to me. You'll notice that there's 3 of them and they all represent something different. This is the ring finger on my right hand. I thought about wearing it on my wedding ring finger, but your girl's still single and looking for a husband. I ain't catfishing nobody. But it's the ring finger on my other hand because these rings symbolize my commitment to these relationships. So to start out, this first ring, it is 3 rings in one. To me, this kind of symbolizes the Trinity. I wear it as the first ring to represent that God is my foundation. This next ring represents myself. It is pretty plain and it has I love you written on the inside. I perceive that as like, God saying that to me kind of a thing. The last one symbolizes my future husband. And it's on top because he will be the head of my house someday.